Records.
One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. My dog.
For you and me, incarceration can be a terrifying experience. Master magician Gary Cotter will attempt the ultimate challenge, to spend a year entombed inside a glass box without food or water.
It's going to be my biggest stunt yet. People have said it's madness. Said this could kill me. You can do it, Gary. This is it for you. Can we get that dog out of here, for sake? Come on, Gary. You can fucking do this. Jesus. No. No! You This is my house. This is my house.
Sorry about that.
You can't put gaffer tape on the box. You're gonna look like a idiot. Well, my name's Gary Cotter. I'm a magician from Channel 4, and I'm more of an old school magician, and I do like fast hand tricks with cards and balls and wands. I read about 20 people's minds, got it wrong, but I got it right once. David Beckham. Wow, man, he's kind of moving magic in a different direction, and I'm trying to do the same. Well, I've gone Yorkshire, and he's gone Hollywood. You know, I was doing this trick a few days ago. No food, no water, and I was going to do it for a year. So I went to a park in London, a little Perspex box, quite smaller than that, and a dog crashed into the box just before I was about to get in. Smashed the box, and I stayed in there. I stayed in there for a few weeks, wasn't it?
It was about half an hour.
Yeah, it's about a few weeks. People say to me, they say, David Blaine, Gary, he's a magician, you're a magician. And then I come down here and I say, well, he's not really a magician. He's more of a case of just this guy showing off.
But then at the same time, he's showing you it's not just about magic.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah. Is it about the ladies?
A little extra.
No, probably too.
It's never been about the ladies. It's always about the magic. I've had a girlfriend in 6 years.
I can imagine.
It's a lonely business, magic.
Yeah.
Man is a genius.
Gary Cotter will attempt to balance precariously on an object for 2 weeks without food or water. If fatigue and hunger set in, it could have disastrous effects on the stunt.
I'd love a chicken sandwich or something. God, I'm hungry. Excuse me? Excuse me. You have the time? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, my boy can do this. All right, that lads. That let's do some other trick, you piece of that is in my mind. Jesus. Okay, let's put it away. Put it away. Not now. I don't want people to see me like this. Okay, put it away. The camera. Put away the camera. Put it away. Put it away. Put it away. Put it away. I'm not doing this anymore. Did you hear that? Putting me up to those stupid tricks. Yeah. How long was it up there for?
About 8 minutes.
Oh, jeez, it seemed like months. Oh, jeez, I need a drink. Let's get a beer.
The whole new movement. Yes, definitely, with no cameras. Yeah, fantastic. It could really work.
Audiences don't want to be patronised anymore. Audiences need something new, and they need something fresh, and they need to use their imagination. They need to be able to interpret what they want to interpret. Just like everyday life. Everyday life is a film.
Director George Klein is widely regarded as perhaps the most dangerous filmmaker in modern cinema. Klein's first film, Pervert Dog, was a four-way split-screen art house feature. It forced the viewer to confront its own misogyny through the unblinking eyes of young dogs. He, the director, who not afraid to challenge his audience. Klein's latest feature, The Dark Lights, is his boldest to date. He intends to shoot the entire film without the use of cameras. By abandoning the tools of modern cinema, Klein seeks to realise his perfect vision. In addition to the daunting prospect of no cameras, Klein has opted to do away with scripts, favouring instead the capricious fumet of improv.
I feel more at home in my imagination than I do in my own home. I can be whoever I want to be, from a simple peasant in 17th century Russia to a trapeze artist in the Moulin Rouge. It's a misconception about me that I'm arrogant. I don't rate myself that highly, but other people do. Other people think I'm a genius, and maybe I am. Who's to say they're wrong and I'm right?
George and I did a lot of experimenting with different ways in which we might shoot without a camera. George was very keen on the idea that his head would take the place of the camera. The original idea was that George would be strapped to me and I would move around very much sort of like a Steadicam. But there were issues there. Were I to drop George, that would be a problem. So in the end, we just decided that I would do this. The performance from his lead actress, Joan Taylor, Klein employs his characteristic abrasive style of direction.
You're filthy, you're ugly, you're disgusting, you're a pathetic human being, you're a fucking bitch.
I met George Klein actually in this pub in Stuttgart, and it was this brilliant first meeting of two minds. I knew George was going to be in there, and I went into the pub and I saw this figure in the corner.
As I was sitting there talking to Charles, Alistair came in and he's quite a hyper character.
I came over and behind him and I went, boo! Boo! And his paper just went everywhere, all over the floor.
I didn't realise who he was. I threw a punch. It resolved itself.
We had a laugh over that one, and we've been friends ever since, haven't we, George?
It was early days indeed, and although the crew were positive, misunderstandings with Klein's working methods were beginning to surface.
If we can move the second camera, so we're going to catch Max.
Right. Okay, which camera?
The second camera. It's a two-camera setup.
Okay, I was only aware of did you want a second camera?
Of course I want a second camera. It's a two-camera setup, Joe.
Okay, sorry.
Can we have another second camera then?
Yeah, sure. As many as you like.
How long for a setup?
An hour.
Okay, can we get that sorted straight away, please?
Sure. Okay, so second camera.
We need the same one that we're using.
Similar, the same model.
Right, okay. We got more.
Look, please, we need to move on the scene, so if you can just sort that out. If you have any problems, ask Alistair.
Full Panavision.
Okay.
All right, guys,
go back to the scene.
I'll get on to that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Nice voice. Don't talk to me about my voice. You silly cow.
Cut! Jesus, Joe, looking straight down the lines right at the end. I'll give you your eye line here. Just watch me. Those two X's, that's your eye line. That's what you have to focus on, okay? Anything lower and we're fucked.
Although director received support from crew, it was apparent that Taylor was flailing beneath Klein's hostile direction.
Cut! Fuck! Shit!
It was 3 months in, and the crew were finally beginning to work with a sense of cohesion.
Okay, more smoke! That's too much smoke. Less smoke. Less smoke. Cut, Joan, you fucking idiot. Cut! Cut! We're gonna have to go again.
Again, you stupid cunt. Can we go
keep
again, you
shooting
fucking
this. We're not
bitch?
actually-
You ugly fucking idiot.
I have never been treated like this. Wait!
I can mediate between both their needs.
Baby, beautiful. Yeah, fuck you.
Personally, I have no problem with Joan.
That's it.
She's never worked with a filmmaker of my caliber. Somebody who is inventive and likes to push things and needs to get results. That's how I work. That's how I live, day by day.
You're not going to have a problem with continuity. Do you know why? Because you've got fuck all.
You're gonna keep chasing me all
There's
day?
nothing in the can.
We better kind of cut there.
I need to push people and I need people to respond when I push them. Joan was one of these people who was unwilling to be pushed and very, very unwilling to respond to my probing and to my experimenting with her and experimenting with her ideals. I think Joan and me as a professional partnership would never have worked. We should have known that from day one.
How much have we shot? It's difficult to say though. Someone like to tell me what to try to serve there, guys. You want to show yes, how much have we shot? No. Listen, without me, motherfucker, there is no movie. I give you money. Fuck you.
Artists and money men will never abide in the same council, in the same town, in the same village. It goes back through history.
I don't care about George, my friend.
Action. So how can I put it finally? When so many seasons separates you from me, how cruel this world is. It is over!
That's a wrap, everyone! Hooray!
Production of The Dark Lights.
It's just the 2 frames. You're going 3 frames.
Once again, Klein's vision would appear to be testing the conventions of cinema.
Just 2 frames, just cut it on the 2 frames.
Losing interest in the project.
Max there, 50 feet big. The Dark Lights, the director of Pervert Dog. Confrontational, in your face.
Can you tell me how this is any different from the last 3 posters you've just shown me? This is no idea of what the film is about. You obviously have no idea what I'm trying to do in this thing. You were just wasting my fucking time with this advertising trash that you were just recycling out to me, and you're wasting my fucking time.
I'm always...
You were not present for the final screening of The Dark Lights. Was this because you lost faith in the project?
Look, I achieved what I set out to achieve. My work was done. I had nothing more to say. And I will say no more on that topic.
You have been accused of purposefully blighting the careers of some of the key players on the production. How do you answer that?
I don't see whose career actually blighted. I think it was an honour for most people to come work with George Klein. So, I mean, if you're talking about casualties of art, well then there is always casualties of art, and so there should be.
So you would take no responsibility for the plight of Alistair Twain?
I will take no responsibility for anybody else other than George Klein.
Do you feel that the audience enjoyed The Dark Lights?
Well, look, if people came to this film expecting nothing, then they leave with nothing. You know, I want people to perceive what they want to perceive. Maybe this documentary was part of this film. Maybe the film is still going on around us. Maybe the lady over there, the number 15 boat, is part of my film. Maybe those ducks are part of my film. Maybe you two sitting there are part of my film. Maybe my tie is part of my film. The 2 boys swimming, the life boy, the ice cream man, the pasty seller. All around us is part of our film. Maybe this is the film. Look around you. This is part of my film. Maybe the boy.